All right, we're going to be looking at some ways that we can get students to create images using AI, and it is not in Google Gemini. That feature is turned off for students in the education suite. But there are three other tools that we can go to where kids can quickly generate images, and that's what we're about to check out. All right, so you'll see that I am in Magic School. I've gone to app.magicschool.ai, and I am in the teacher tools right now. If you want to give students access to image creation, start by going down to student tools right here. And all we have to do with that is find the one that says image generator, and you can click into it. If you just want them to have a general image generator, great, just leave it as is. If you have a specific reason they're using it, you might type that into the tool description here, but I'm just going to go to where it says save to room. If you've never created a room for students, it'll prompt you to create one, but I'm going to save to room, and you'll see I can look either for a brand new room that I would want to give to my kids, or I can click into an existing one. So if I've already made one, and I'm just going to add this to my AI and emerging technology room and hit save to room. And once I've put a tool inside of a room, all I have to do is pass out this link that pops up, and kids would be able to get in and utilize that tool. So if I grab that link for them, they would be able to jump in and utilize that. So this you put on your Schoology, you put into your lesson learning plan, whatever you want, however you'd like to give links out. But that would get them into the image generation. If you want to see what that looks like, we'll go ahead and preview this particular room. So when they preview as a student, you'll see the image generator tool that I just added shows up here. So all they'd have to do is click in and start utilizing that. And when they click the generate image button, it's going to give them a space to put their prompt and create the image that they want right there inside of the tool, which is great. So anything they would need to create, Magic School is one option. If you just need a quick spot that kind of bypasses the sign in and all that good stuff, kids can also go to firefly.adobe.com, and we have Mason Ohio Schools accounts. They can just quickly sign in with their at Mason Ohio Schools account through Google. And you can see here I've written a superhero dog soaring through the sky, chasing a flaming tennis ball. Do this in the style of modern anime. And when I click generate here, it will generate that image for me. It gives me 4 versions that I can choose from. So Firefly is another place that you could go that our kids have access to. They would just need to sign in with their at Mason Ohio Schools account. And there's my anime version of here the dog is flaming. That's funny. So it did its best choice. It looks like, yeah, that's interesting right there. So when I go into our next option, however, the make a Padlet, this is a really cool place where you can do some image-based thinking and capture image-based thinking for your kids. I'm going to start by going to a blank board. And you can choose a wall if you want. We're just going to call this image wall. And basically, Padlet is a cool spot where kids would be able to see what one another are creating. I'm going to go into this Padlet and click the settings gear here, because this is like a superpower for Padlet. And you'll see when I go to look at engagements here, I get the choice of like what format I want. So I could always tweak that and adjust that if I need to. But down here is where the magic happens. This is my post fields. So in Padlet, the default will always be, if you click in, you're going to have a what's my subject, what type of attachment do I want to add. What I'm going to show you is that we can customize this. So instead of having all of the different options, we just give it the options we want kids to utilize. So I'm going to click the gear again. And once again, if I click engagement, I can see this little post fields right here. I could change subject to name, and then the kids would type their name for that. And then in the attachment, you'll see by default, it lets kids attach all sorts of stuff. So they could record video, they could take a picture with their camera, all that good stuff. If I just wanted to remove all of that and only give them the AI image, then I could capture their own creative AI image generations within this. You might want them to also just be able to search an image, right, based on that. So I'm going to leave these two on. and hit save on that. And at any point, you can also change the direction. So, how are you feeling about our Kim test? Anything I customize in these sections is going to show up in this post. So, and then the body, I'll just hide that. Um, Basically, all I want you to see is that we can customize these post fields. So now it's just got name, how are you feeling about our Kim test? And then I could AI image generate whatever that image is that I'm wanting them. You can also use this to represent content and all sorts of other good stuff with that as well. But yeah, by customizing the post type and the attachments, you can really change what Padlet does for you. So very cool. Those are three quick ways that you can put AI image generation out to your kids, and that is Magic School, Adobe Firefly, and Padlet's image creation abilities. Hope this is helpful.